Hello, W.J. Burns PHX. This is a 1940 Philco model 40-145. It has 6 tubes, 3 bands, push button presets. It has been completely refurbished inside and out. The cabinet inside is refinished and the outside has been sanded down to bare veneer and restained and poly coated. All the paper capacitors have been replaced. The electrolytics have been replaced. It has a new dial cover. Station label, button labels, I guess bezel, you could call it, has been polished and coated. It has a new speaker grill cloth, new decals. The back is original. Right now it's set up on a long wire for shortwave use. The chassis has been gone through, cleaned, refinished. The loop antenna has been refurbished. It has a voltage dropping resistor and is fused with a new polarized power cord. Some of the tubes have been replaced. We'll fire it up here and let you give a listen to it, see what we can pick up. It is probably about 5 p.m. in the evening. We have partly cloudy skies. And we're going to start on the shortwave band, which is the top one. Sorry for the reflections. Yeah, let's see what we can hear here. The low part of the band will usually be a little bit more active in the evenings. The upper will get quietened down, and it's going to be the reverse in the mornings. There's not a great deal between 1.7 and 3.5 on the police band, what they call the police band. It's pretty much quietened it down now. Frequencies have been given over to other devices. So let's start with the shortwave. It'll drift in and out.
.200 delegates will attend the 8th National of the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha VBS in Hanoi on November 21st and the 22nd.
National code 011-574-291-8200. Ask about starting a radio missions outreach program on
Orlando Peña. Tanto Pepe Lacayo como Edemio Nava están viajando.
I have no idea where these places are at.
Edemio no va a estar aquí por lo menos las próximas 2 semanas.
They ain't local.
Estamos volando solo hoy, es como si fuera.
Is Sanctity of Life Month, which ought to be every month, and I have the red. I have the.
transmitter facility for medium wave station WISL was installed in an out-of-town junkyard, and the 4 towers still stand there to this day. Junk in the transmitter building is piled high in cardboard boxes. Also in Pennsylvania.
Que se han dado una serie de fenómenos financieros, ambientales, económicos, propiamente sociales, han sido detentando la mayor parte de las perspectivas de crecimiento.
It's right in around 12 megahertz. They've managed to pick up Cuba on a lot of the radios. And I think that's probably going to be just about it for the rest of the band. Yeah. Okay, so we'll kick it down to the police band and work our way back. That's a local station here in Cottonwood. It's the only one in Cottonwood.
A little bit of political fantasy on the part of Senate Republicans.
Roy Moore shows no sign of getting out of the race. What do you think? Can he still win?
That's it for that one. Kick it down to the broadcast or AM band.
Paul Rogers says animals are eating the growth faster than it can regenerate. Rogers.
Mi nombre es Eric Monroy y quiero invitarte para que sintonices todos los días el programa.
That's out of Sedona.
Now, focus on my TV show, Foul in the Family. Oh, yeah, the episode that airs on Facebook.
All these are just a mumbled bunch of signals. They're all so distant. We're surrounded by mountains here. That is out of Flagstaff, which is about 75 miles away. A lot of stations in the area up here in central Arizona, after a certain
And commands one of the strike group.
After a certain hour, they start dropping their power output.
Does this more closely mimic a real life conflict?
cards in that aisle.
You don't want to win the game. Are we going to win the game anyway?
Unlikely.
Okay.
Y yo hago lo que quiero a la hora que quiero.
Your PTSD. Get your copy of PTSD, The War's Over, the Battle.
It really does.
St. Joseph as the provider of the Holy Family.
David sends these men to ask of Nabal, and the request.
We can go by is action and reaction.
And that's about it for the AM band. Now, the push buttons, I believe I've programmed them for whatever I could pick up here. It's pretty simple to reprogram them. There's a bunch of compensators up mounted on a rack. Inside, you have to pull the back off and go in there and show them. One of my other Philcos that have push button presets such as these will demonstrate on how to set them up. The radio will come with a full schematic and instructions on how to set up the buttons, and alignment instructions, and dial stringing guide, and tube chart. Let's see. This one here is marked dial because it has to be depressed when you're when you're going to surf the dial. And when you don't, when you just push in either one of the other buttons. Yeah. So anyway, that's oh, there is one other thing about this radio. It has mounted in the back an RCA receptacle for an external device, record player, TV, whatever. You can plug your audio output into this jack and play it through the radio. All you need to do is set it at a portion on the dial where it's a dead zone, plug it in, and you can either set the volume with the device that you're plugging into or with the radio here. I'll see if I can get a demonstration of this. We'll be right back. Okay, yeah, we got a plug patch cord plugged into there. It is on a 1/8 inch miniature jack. Here is the output, or headphone jack on this portable radio. And this radio is down in the dead zone, and it's in the police mode. It could be in a broadcast band, but it just happens to be in police mode. And the volume is all the way down, because the volume will be controlled by the playing device. So what we'll do is we will plug this one in here.
The magical journey of the Polar Express leaps off the pages of the famous children's book and into Williams, Arizona for the 17th straight year. Grand Canyon Railway's weeknight departures are perfect for an after-school trip, and select weekends are still available. So that's
members for life. Save by bundling USAA auto and home insurance. Get a quote today.
Taste your test strips. Walgreens accepts Medicare.
888-848-3511, and we'll see you at the North Pole.
Text Flagstaff. Driving, that is. When you're in
Yeah, there you are. It pumps out a little bit of noise. So there you have it. 1940 Philco, model 40-145, push button, table radio, 3 bands, available now. Thanks for watching.